Hello, it's Josh again to go over deliveries. So I wanted to explain how that will work. We deliver all of the product in a 53-foot trailer with a semi in the front, and we try to deliver it to your house. However, there are a lot of times where the truck is too big for your city or for the road that you're going to be on, and they're not able to deliver it to your home. And that's when we will need to work out a place where it's easier for the truck to meet you. Also, the trucks cannot deliver into cul-de-sacs, and the truck, just as a rule of thumb, we don't ever want to have him have to back up. That is just really dangerous, especially that you have kids around. And so we always try to have him so that he pulls up with the passenger side, which is where he will unload the product for the frozen, facing the home. So just when you're giving us your delivery directions, please try and make it so when he shows up to your home, he is on the correct side and you have plenty of room and you never need to have him back up for any reason. So first I wanted to go over the delivery schedules. We call them loading orders. We will email them to you once a month. It will have all of the representatives who are on that particular run, which is everyone that is getting a delivery, and they will have a time and day for when you can expect your delivery. I did want to let everyone know that the schedules are not set in stone. So really, please try and be as flexible as you can. If you can imagine that we have about 400 representatives that we have to schedule every single month, we cannot work around your schedule. We ask that you work around our schedule and just be as flexible as possible. If you were ever unable to be at your home or the place where we make a delivery, it is just fine to have a backup person. That can be like a husband, a wife, a friend, family, neighbor that you trust to help you with your order. We just ask that you let us know ahead of time so the driver knows what to expect. However, going back to the flexibility thing is that if you're constantly needing us to work around your schedule, it really won't work out as a rep. We just ask for that one time a month you make enough time in your schedule that when we are going to be delivering, that you free up that time that you're going to be available. So when we unload the truck, the driver, it has about 15 minutes for an average order, which is about $2,000. If your order is around 5,000 to 10,000, we up that to about half an hour or 45 minutes to unload the entire thing. But generally, it's just 15 minutes per delivery. So that means that you do not have enough time to take the product out of the driver's hands, walk it all the way into your freezer, and then come back. No, you will just need to take the product, set it all down on the side of the truck, and then when the driver is finished, he will leave, and that's when you would need to bring it all into your freezers. So just remember, you only have a 15-minute window where the driver is supposed to be there. Again, it's because he's delivering quite a few reps on the same day, and he just doesn't have enough time to wait for you to put all of your stuff into the freezers while he is there. Next, we ask if you will either call or text the next rep in line. The number will be on your loading order, which is emailed to you. It's just a nice common courtesy thing that we ask our reps to do. Hopefully the rep before you sent you a text message or gave you a call to let you know that when to expect the truck. And lastly, as far as schedules go, 1 hour before and 1 hour after is considered on time for our trucking. The reason we ask for you to be there 1 hour before and 1 hour after is because sometimes there can be traffic. The truck can hit all the red lights or all the green lights and just be there ahead of time or behind schedule a little bit. So we just ask for your flexibility that 1 day out of the month to help us to ensure that the deliveries go as smooth as possible. Next, we're going to have the before delivery checklist. So we ask that you get your customer invoices printed, and I will show you how to do that. You will log into your Allison's Pantry seller account and you click on reports. Once there, you'll click on the download all invoices since last cutoff date. That will open up in a new tab, and then you will select the catalog that you are wanting to print. In this case, it will be catalog number 9, and you hit filter. Make sure that you hit filter. We put in the instructions, it's really important you hit filter. If you don't, nothing will display. So then you press download report, and all of the orders that you have for that catalog will be displayed. I don't have any since this is a test account, but if we did, you'd be able to see them. There you can see them. One thing to note is that anything that is frozen is going to be unhighlighted, where it'll just be that white that you see. Anything that is dry will have kind of a pale yellow highlight, and anything that is cooled will be in a light blue highlight. That's just to kind of help you to know what items you have on your sales orders. So after you've printed your customer invoices, you can prepare any samples that you have. Some reps like to sample out some of the products for their customers, whether it's cooking up some brownies or some cookies or some muffins. Those are really easy items to sample. And then just make sure that you have a clean home and a clean garage, so when your customers come over, they can feel comfortable picking up the product, because nobody wants to see their food be anywhere near something that's not clean. The last here is communication with the drivers. We do ask that you refrain from sending the drivers messages, because they do send you a text message when they're on their way. However, please do your best not to respond to that, because as you can imagine, having about 400 representatives, if they were getting calls from reps all the time, it would just be a huge amount of calls or text messages that they're getting. So we ask that if you have any questions, please direct them to rep support, and we will speak with the drivers if there's anything. If there's an emergency, then feel free, but other than that, please don't send the drivers any text messages or give them a call. So here's the after delivery checklist. Make sure to put your frozen boxes away ASAP. Do that first. Then you can consolidate the orders, match up the invoices with the orders. One thing to note, that with this order system, that if the customer has more than one order, they will also have more than one invoice. So make sure that you watch out for that. And then you can let your customers know they can come pick up orders. I did fail to mention in my previous video, I think I had it on there, but I didn't really go into it, is if you have a mass text program, it makes your whole life a whole lot simpler. And for your customers, is that you can download an app on your phone, depending on if you have an iPhone or an Android. There's different ones. Some you have to pay for, some are free. Just kind of research the one that you feel like would be best. Obviously, the ones that are free aren't quite as good as the ones you have to pay for, but I have seen some that you pay $2.99 and you get it for an entire year. It is so nice to have that, where you send out a text message and everyone receives the message and actually puts their name, like hi, and then their name, and then the message, and then when they respond, it only goes to you. It doesn't go to all the other customers, because I think everyone who's ever been in a text message group knows that it is not that fun that when you send out a text message to 10 people, one person responds and all 10 people get it. So that's why we recommend downloading some sort of mass text message app or group texting app. It'll make your life a whole lot easier. So here's the handling customer orders. When you inventory your order, just go through the boxes with your customers. On the right here, it shows the two different kinds of labeling. This is if manufacturer doesn't put it on there for you. Then the boxes with blue tape are cooler boxes. And when you are opening the taped boxes, make sure that you only cut the ends. Don't run your razor blade all along the middle of the box, because that will just slice it open. I can't tell you how many hundreds, if not thousands of times I've seen our warehouse employees do it. It is part of our training when they come here, but wouldn't you know it, they always forget. So please just remember that when you're opening a box that's taped, just slit the sides of it and a teeny little slice just to start the tape, and then it'll open. Do not run your razor blade all the way through, or you will cut the product open. And then what to do if inventory is not perfect. That's kind of going on to the next slide, which is our problems with delivery. And I hate delivery problems, but they do sometimes happen. So here's what we're going to do with shorts, extras, and damages. So with an extra item, that just means that we have sent you something on accident. Usually it is too many of an item. Every once in a while, a warehouse worker will grab an item that doesn't go with your order and accidentally send it to you. Also the same thing with a shorted item. Maybe that's what's happened, is they sent your item to a different rep's home on accident. So we do ask that the first thing you do is check with the 2 reps before and after you. And how to do that is you'll just find your loading order and their phone numbers will be on there. Just give them a call or text them and ask them if they've seen the product that you have, or let them know that you have some extra items. If no one is claiming the extra items, then what you'll want to do is see if any of your customers can purchase these items. We do ask that you help us out, since being food, we don't really accept anything back, because usually when it does come back on the truck, it's so damaged from bouncing around all over the place that it's unsellable anyway. So we ask that the representatives help us out and sell anything that was sent to them on accident. At first, we would like you to try and sell it at full price if possible. If not, you may take 25% off and offer that to your customers. If you still can't get it, you can offer 50% off. Please really try and sell it for full price. The way that you will handle those is let rep support know, always, just by emailing them. Let them know what the product is and what happened with it. And when you do sell that, what you want to do is have your customer go in, purchase the item on their account, and then let us know. And what we will do is charge that order right then. And also, if you put a discount on there, we will apply that discount on our side, give them the discount, and then charge it. With the shorted items, you just need to let rep support know, and we will credit the customer's account. If they would like a refund, they would need to request that. We do prefer to do a credit. However, doing a refund is just fine. Just let us know. So the same thing would apply with damaged items, is just let rep support know that something came in damaged. We will credit that customer's account. If they need a refund, please let us know. If you need to reorder something, just simply put it on your order for the next month. Returns, we do accept returns if the item is non-food, or in rare cases, some companies will actually ask for the product to be returned so they can look at it. So if that ever does happen, we will let you know. Please try and box it up as best you can, and then put that on the truck for your next delivery, and we'll bring it back to the warehouse. So as always, notify rep support with any order problems, and we'd be happy to help you out with that. We do offer gift certificates. Generally they're $25 or $50. If you would like those, please ask rep support and we will get you those to send to your customers. The next is how reps get paid. So here's the commission schedule and how it breaks down. This is for delivered to representatives. You can kind of see that on the screen. If you have any questions, let us know. I will demonstrate how to get to your commission. It is through the rep portal. First, you will log in to your Allison's Pantry rep account. You will see how much commissions that you get throughout the month with the orders. So this is the subtotal. This projected commission will actually be populated once you go over the minimum amount. For delivered to reps, it is $750. So once you've got $750 there, it'll show $75 here. When the orders close on your order day, the projected commission will go into the pending balance, and once we have charged the credit card and checking accounts, that is on a Friday, we will calculate all of the commissions, and that will usually happen on a Saturday, and that is when you will receive an email letting you know that your commission is available, and it will go over here into the available balance. To withdraw that, just click on withdrawals, and that will come here. And you can withdraw your commission as Allison's Pantry credit. Say I had $100, I wanted to do 100. I would find myself and click on assign credit. And then over here, once you click on assign credit, it will show you over here that you have requested the credit, and that will be available for your next month's order. If you would rather have it transferred to your bank account, type it here, hit request transfer, and that will send us an email letting us know that you would like to be paid that $100. Our accountant will respond to that email once he has initiated the transfer into your bank account. it usually takes about 2 to 3 business days to get from the time that you request the transfer to it actually being ACH into your checking account. So last slide here, we're going to go over the Allison's Pantry policies. So our order minimums. If you're off route, we ask that the sales pretty much justify the extra mileage that we have to pay the trucking company to get the product to you. So we generally try and get sales of $30 per mile extra that is driven. So if you were 30 miles off route, that would mean that it would be 60 miles total of driving off route. So we would ask for an order of $1,800, which is $30 times 60 miles. If you're not able to meet that $1,800, we are more than happy to drop it en route. You would just need to meet the truck and pick that up, what was considered en route. So the minimum for delivered to reps is $750. If you were to fall below that, pretty much what would happen is you wouldn't make commission on that order. However, we would still drop to you as long as we weren't going off route. If you do fall below $250, then any of those orders would be canceled and we would just ask you to put those in for the next month. We do suggest that you get a business checking account just to try and keep things separate from personal and business. It's just good business practices. And also, we will be sending you some ACH forms for when you do want to get paid your commission. That is what we will use. So when you receive your initial email from Vicki at Rep Support, she should have that on there. We also offer marketing kits, but they're really great for any fairs that you have going on or farmers markets, and we really encourage reps to participate in those to let customers know in your community that you're selling Allison's Pantry. So also, we do allow multiple reps in a city. In fact, we really encourage it. It has been proven that having more than one sales rep in a city actually helps both the sales reps, since more people know about Allison's Pantry. The one thing that we do try to do is that every 1,000 people inside of a city or town have one sales rep, and that's kind of the guideline that we try to do. So if the city has 3,000 people, we are just fine putting 3 reps. We generally won't put more reps than that just because we don't want to saturate a town with too many sales reps. And lastly, we do offer an incentive for recruiting. It changes about every 6 months to a year, so be sure to ask if you're interested in that. It ranges from receiving a cash bonus to help recruit, or we've done it where you will receive additional commission on your personal orders if you help us recruit other reps. We will let you know those via email and also on the rep blog. I believe that is all of the Allison's Pantry policies, and that is the end of this slideshow.